You are very welcome to this 5-minute tutorial on how to use our accommodation supply dashboard. In this video, you'll find out about the content of the dashboard and how to navigate around it and get the information that you need. This dashboard allows you to look at registered and approved accommodation as of May 2021. It will give you details on the number of properties, units, which include rooms, pitches, and self-catering units, the number of bed spaces, the categories of welcome standard properties, such as B&B style, self-catering, glamping, etc., the share of properties and bed spaces by accommodation type, as well as the breakdown of hotels by star rating. You can filter by accommodation type, for example, hotel, guest house, self-catering, and by location. That's including EU regions, Vulture Ireland's regional brands, and you can also filter at county and town level. Let's look at the dashboard in more detail. Starting from the top left-hand corner, we have a set of filters which allow you to view the data by accommodation type and by location. The default view of the dashboard when you open it is all accommodation types for all of the 26 counties. You can select one or multiple data points using the filters. If you are selecting more than one option in the same filter, make sure you hold the Control key as you click through the list. The entire dashboard updates based on your selection. So say we want to look at hotels and guest houses in the Wild Atlantic Way. Click on the Accommodation Type drop-down menu, and as you hold your Control key, select Guest House and Hotel. Move on to the Regional Brand filter and select Wild Atlantic Way. The dashboard is now showing information on hotels and guest houses for the Wild Atlantic Way area. To remove the filter, click on the Clear All Filters button. Let's now take a look at each visual moving clockwise from the top center of the page. First, we have a table summarizing the number of properties, number of units, and that includes rooms, pitches, and self-catering units, the number of bed spaces for each accommodation type. Properties have been plotted onto the map and are color-coded based on the accommodation type they fall under. A legend of the map can be accessed by clicking on the Map Legend button. To close the legend, click on the back arrow. Notice that when I hover over the map, additional information appears in a dark grey text box. This includes location details, the number of rooms and units, the number of bed spaces, as well as the property name. The bar chart underneath the table displays the breakdown of accommodation categories for properties registered and approved as Welcome Standard. Each bar represents the number of units per category. This chart complements the table above as it gives a better understanding of supply within this broad and varied accommodation type. This chart will disappear though if the Welcome Standard accommodation type is not part of the filter selection. Next is a tree map showing the number of hotels by star rating. This chart is specific to the hotel accommodation type and therefore will only appear on the dashboard when hotels are part of the filter selection. Some information about marinas and campus accommodation is displayed at the bottom of the page. These are not included in the total accommodation supply in the table due to their niche nature and short opening dates, respectively. Again, they will only show a value when part of the filter selection. The bar chart in the bottom left-hand corner shows the share of properties and bed spaces by accommodation type relative to the overall accommodation stock. This is particularly useful to understand supply in specific locations. For example, we can see that hotels account for 29% of the total number of registered properties in the Republic of Ireland, but that they represent 66% of bed spaces. And this will change depending on the location you select. So, for example, if you select County Kilkenny, you can see that the share is now different. Finally, let's look at the icons that are located on the banner. When you click on the information icon, you can find out more about the data included in the dashboard. The Help button provides contact information, while the video button will play this tutorial should you need to watch it again. That is the end of this quick demo, which I hope you found useful.